Welcome to Give Me 5 minutes with Fort Smith City Director Neil Martin. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Last week, we had a regular board meeting, a voting meeting. I'm just going to give you some of the highlights about the meeting. I encourage you to go to fortsmithar.gov, hover over government, then click on Board of Directors meeting information. You can see how each director voted on all items. You can watch the meeting. You can do a number of different things. Look at previous meetings, all of that. So in our meeting on April 18th, we were pretty much unanimous across the board. There's one item that we disagreed on, and I'll talk about that in just a second. We agreed to rename Fire Station 1 as the Philip P. Christensen Fire Station 1 after the late Phil Christensen, our former chief. We established a sister city relationship with Torbole, Italy. We approved 3 consent decree related items. So I encourage you to go take a look at that. Where we did disagree, the one area we disagreed on is authorizing the city administrator to perform or to initiate a water rate study. We had put a hold on any kind of water rate study earlier or late last year. And then some things changed as it related to Act 605. Act 605 is the act that was signed by the legislature back in 2021. It said every city, municipality needs to conduct a water rate study, and you had to initiate or you had to put those rates in effect if the study came back and said you needed to raise your rate. So an adjustment was made in the 2023 legislative session that said anybody that's under a consent decree or a federal mandate, we're not bound by that law, so we could go ahead and initiate a rate study. So we did that. We had one disagreement. Director Settle wanted to put parameters around that water rate study. It ended up passing 6-1, but Director Settle was against it for that reason, and maybe some others as well. I encourage you to watch the meeting to know that. But those are the items that we discussed on our Tuesday meeting. This April 25th, we have a special meeting and a study session. So the special meeting is around a correction related to the voting for the Civil Service Commission. There was a problem as we voted and votes were tabulated incorrectly, so we're going to correct that. And then also we will be voting on a temporary mayor because the mayor and the vice mayor are going to be out of pocket for a period of time, so we'll have a temporary mayor or a temporary someone to hold that position for a little bit of time. Our study session is going to be reviewing the recommendations from the Community Development Advisory Committee about the CDBG and home program funds. These are federal dollars that come into the city that are used in a variety of different manners. We'll be reviewing what that committee agreed upon. And we will also be getting our quarterly update regarding the status of water leaks. As you know, I have a real problem with water leaks. I know our citizens do as well. So we're going to get an update on the progress made around water leaks around the city. So I encourage you to go to the meeting. It's at the Blue Line. It's 101 North 2nd Street in downtown Fort Smith. I'd love to see you. Love to get a chance to shake your hand. That's it for this week's Give Me 5. I hope the information was informative and made you better aware of items that are in front of your board of directors. We'll do this again next week. I'll see you on Give Me 5.